Well, good evening from SDG Replays in the bunker in North Carolina as we're going to continue our 32-man double elimination tournament for the Bunker Boxing League Heavyweight Championship. We are now into the second round, and as of our first bout in the second round, we had Muhammad Ali going up against Ezra Charles, and with Muhammad Ali winning that bout in a 10-rounder that went to the very end and was very exciting, and an outcome that was left to some doubt, but Ali pulled it out in the end. Our second bout in this second round is going to see the number 2 seeded Joe Louis going against the number 15 seed Sam Langford. Both very capable fighters. Of course, Joe Louis, one of the greatest. I think between him and Ali would be the argument for the greatest of all time. Joe Louis having a record of 66 wins with 3 losses with 52 knockouts. He is a power puncher. He has a power rating of 6. He is a 10 star ring general stars, fighting from the inside. He lands 58% of his punches to 50 on the outside, so that is his strength, is getting in and banging away. So he's a 6 with his power, and when his opponent is hurt or fatigued, he goes up to a 10. His chin KO knockdown is a little high at 3, and he's hurt from 4 to 6. But his chin KO rating is a 1, and his will is a 3. He cuts at a 5, and his foul is a 3. But because we're having referee Dick Young, who is lax on fouls, there will be a -2 on the foul, so he will foul at 1. So there won't be many fouls in this fight called. He does have the Hail Mary trait, which is in the last 2 rounds of the fight, if he's behind, there'll be a +1 added to his power. He does have a fatigue rating of 85 in this 10-round bout, so that will be 85 for him. His defense, 1 to 4. He takes away a punch. 5, it's +2. He counters from 1 to 7. Sam Langford had a busy career of 178 wins, 29 losses, and 39 draws with 126 knockouts. He is a 9-star ring general, and he likes to fight from the inside as well. He has the body snatcher trait. His inside punches can't be blocked, so anything he throws from the inside will not be countered. Louis will only counter from the outside against Langford. Again, his power is 5 and 7. His chin knockdown is a 2, with 3 to 5 being stunned, but his chin KO is a point higher at 2. His will is a 5. He cuts at a 7, and he fouls at a 6, but because of Dick Young's being lax, he will be at a 4. He lands inside punches just as well as Louis at a 58% clip, 0 to 58, while his outside, he's less accurate as he lands on 0 to 43 at 43%. His defense is the same, and his counter is the same as Louis, 1 to 4 -1, 5 +1, and then his counters 1 to 7. So this should be a very evenly fought match. It should be interesting to how this one goes, and we will see as we go. Our judges for this fight are Louis Moret, Richard Green, and Larry Rosadilla. So sit back. I hope I will have some joining me as we get into this 10-round bout in the second round of our 32-man double elimination tournament. So the corners give their fighters instructions. The bell rings, and Lewis and Langford meet at center ring. That's a 2 and a 3. That is the 3 stars for Lewis on the inside. He will be in control for this first segment. He's throwing a 29 from the inside, and there will already be a chin check for Sam Langford. He steps up 29 from the inside. That's a couple jabs and a cross to the jaw of Sam Langford as he tries to parry those off. Be chin check right away. His chin knocked down as a 2, and it is an 8. He takes those punches and keeps moving forward as we go to the 240 mark here in round number 1. It's a 1 and a 1, snake eyes, as that will be a toe-to-toe from the outside as Lewis starts off this exchange. It's an 88 from the outside for him, which is a clinch, so no punches landed this segment as they tie up, wanting to get on the inside. As we go to the 220 mark, 1 and a 3. That's again going to be a toe-to-toe from the outside. Lewis leading off from the outside. That's a 16 from the outside. That's 4 punches landed. Combinations from every angle. He's throwing from all areas, bodies, crosses, hooks, as he lands 4. Langford looks to answer back. He throws a 50 from the outside. That will be a miss. And now another chin check for Sam Langford as Lewis is getting busy here in the very first round, throwing heavy leather. And it is a 4. It is a 4. He will be stunned. He is stunned as we go into this 2-minute segment. Lewis will be unopposed. He's taking it to him very early here in the round, as he will be going unopposed from the outside. And that's an 84 from the outside. And that's a clinch as Langford ties him up as we go to the minute 40 mark here in round number 1. 5 and a 2. 2 on the outside. Again, Lewis in control in the first round. It's an 80. It's an 80 from the outside. 80 from the outside. And that's a miss. Counter opportunity for Sam Langford as Lewis tries to load up more heavy punches, and he misses the counter opportunity. As we go to the minute 20 mark here in round number 1. 4 and 4. It will again see Joe Lewis on the offensive from the inside. Lewis looking to load up again, a 44 from the inside. That's 3 more punches landed. Defensive check. And he takes all 4 as we go to the minute mark here in the round. 2 and a 6. That is the 3-star for Lewis. He has had control this entire round. Langford is yet to land a punch, and that's an 09 from the inside. 09 from the inside for Joe Lewis. That will be 4 more punches landed, and there will be a cut check. First defensive check, he takes all 4. Now for the cut, and he will cut at 7. And he is cut. And what will that cut be? It is a 2. That'll be swelling over the right eye. Swelling over the right eye of Sam Langford here in round number 1. And it has been, so far, it has been all Joe Louis in this first round as we go to the 42nd mark. A 1 and a 4. 2 on the outside. And again, Joe Louis from the outside. And I rolled the wrong dice. It's a 90 from the outside. That's a miss, counter opportunity. And it is a 5. He will counter. No, yes, that's 2 crosses as he finally lands as we go into the last 20 seconds of this fight in the first round. 4 and a 6. This will be the first time that Langford has the offensive in this first round, and it's the last 20 seconds. So 31 from the inside, 31 from the inside for Sam Langford. That's 3 punches landed. He throws a 1-2 and then an uppercut, 3 punches landed. But can Louis defend any of those? And he does not, as the bell rings for round number 1, a round dominated by Joe Louis as he landed 14 punches to 5, 9-punch differential in this first round, and it didn't even seem that close. I would give that round easily 10-9 to Joe Louis, but the judges don't always see it the same way. As we'll let the judges take their scores from round number 1. First judge, Louis Moret. No need to roll for Moret. He has his score. Richard Green. And he has his score. And Larry Rosadilla. And he has his score. So the judges have tallied their scoring for round number 1, a round dominated by Joe Louis, as we look to go into round number 2. Langford's corner and telling him, you must get busy. You did not come off your stool until the last minute of that round. Let's get busy, let's get fighting as the bell sounds as we go into round number 2. The fighters each come out to the center of the ring, look to exchange. It's a 4 and a 2. It will be Langford, but it will be a toe-to-toe from the outside as Langford leads off from the outside. 32 from the outside, and that is the 7 on the red die. 32 from the outside for Langford. That will be 2 punches landed, a hook to the body, and a cross. 2 punches landed. What will Louis do in return? He throws an 11 from the outside. That's 4 punches landed by Joe Louis as he takes back momentum as we go to the 240 mark, as both fighters are looking to take that advantage, to get busy. Here we go, 3 and 2, 3 and 2. That will be nothing on the outside for Louis. You will see Langford going on the offensive from the outside. He throws a 67 from the outside. That will be a miss. Counter opportunity for Joe Louis. Louis does not counter as they both miss. 220 here in round number 2. 5 and a 1. That's going to be another toe-to-toe. It'll be on the inside. Langford leading off from the inside. There was an 86 from the inside. That will be a clinch. No punches landed in that segment. So we go to the 2-minute mark here in round number 2. 1 and a 6. Again, it'll be a toe-to-toe from the inside. Langford again leading off. No punches getting by. That will be a 15. That is the 7. That's a 15 from the inside for Langford. 15 from the inside. That's 4 punches landed. Lewis looks to fire back. He throws a 29 from the inside for Joe Lewis. He responds with 3 punches of his own as we go to the minute 40 mark here in round number 2. 5 and a 3. 2 on the outside. Lewis going on the offensive from the outside. There 94 from the outside for Lewis. That will be a punch. No, excuse me. That'll be another clinch as we go to the minute 20 mark. Not a whole lot of activity this round. Both fighters trying to rough the other up. That's going to be a toe-to-toe from the inside, as Langford again will lead off from the inside. It's a 10 from the inside. It's 4 punches landed, and that will be a chin check for Joe Lewis as he looks to respond back, as Langford threw a couple to the body and a big shot to the head that got the attention of Joe Lewis, but he fires right back from the inside, landing 2 punches of his own, and there will be a chin check for Sam Langford. First chin check for Joe Lewis, and he takes that easily. Now chin check for Sam Langford. And they both are throwing heavy leather, sweats flying off their faces as they punch each other senselessly, but they keep wading forward and moving forward, telling the other to bring it on. Again, a toe-to-toe from the inside. Langford again will lead off as he's not relinquished control. 33 from the inside will be 2 punches landed for Langford, and there will be a cut check for Lewis as he looks to answer back. That's 89 for him from the inside. And that will be a clinch. So no punches landed. We have to take back those 3. And as we go to the 42nd mark here in round number 2, a much better round for Sam Langford. 4 and 4. Again, we'll go toe-to-toe from the inside. Langford leading off. 16 from the inside. That's 4 punches landed. Then Lewis to answer back. There will be a cut check for Lewis, though, as he rolled a 19. That's an 18 from the inside for Lewis, which is 4 punches landed for Lewis. Now the cut check for Joe Lewis. And he does not cut. As we go to the last 20 seconds, round number 2, an even round so far. As they throw 3s, this will see Langford going on the offensive from the inside. He throws a 91 from the inside. That is a clinch. No punches landed as the bell rings. That was a tight round that time. Sam Langford did indeed get off his stool, as Lewis has been consistent with 13 punches in that round, but that was 13 for the challenger. And I typed the wrong number in the first round. It was a differential of 9 that first round. So we just have an even round. So let's see how these judges are going to score this round. This is what makes it interesting. Louis Moret Okay. Richard Green. All right. Larry Rosadilla. Okay. Interesting scoring. Langford back in this fight, but it is early. This fight is anyone's right now as we go into round number 3. Round number 3 in this 10 round bout to continue on in the winner's bracket in our tournament. Bell rings for round number 3. And there's Snake Eyes. We'll see it's going toe to toe from the inside. Langford still in control. 92 from the inside for Langford is a clinch. We go to the 240 segment. 2 and a 5. 2 is inside on the offensive for Joe Louis as he looks to land big, but he does not. 78. That's a clinch. No punches landed as both fighters are trying to rough the other up. 4 and a 1. We'll see Sam Langford going on the offensive from the inside as he battles Joe Louis. It'll be a 91 from the inside for Sam Langford. Again, another clinch as we go to the 2-minute mark. Each fighter trying to muscle his way inside to take advantage of the other fighter. This time, Sam Langford on the offensive from the inside. 56 from the inside. That will be 2 punches landed. And there will be a chin check for Joe Louis. Chin check. And he is fine as we go to the minute 40 mark. Only 2 punches landed so far in this bout. And the 2 he landed were heavy and hard. Hey, Tabletop Sports Delaware. Here we go. 6 and 6. It will be again toe-to-toe from the inside. Langford leading off from the inside. It's a 23 from the inside, and there will be a chin check. 23 from the inside for Sam Langford. That's 4 punches landed. There will be a check because those 4 punches landed hard and heavy. Louis looks to answer back. He throws a 43 from the inside. And that will be 3 punches landed. Now chin check for Joe Louis. And that is a 4. And he will be stunned. He will be stunned. He is hurt as we go to the minute 20 mark here in the round. Langford will go unopposed as he will be throwing from the outside. He would rather be on the inside, but he'll take the opportunity, and he misses 76 from the outside. He misses counter opportunity for Joe Louis, and he does indeed counter back with 2 hooks landed to the body of Sam Langford as we go to the minute mark here in round number 3. 4 and a 5. And it'll get again, see Langford on the offensive from the inside. He moves forward. This is 65 from the inside. He is not taking advantage. That is a miss. Another counter opportunity for Louis. As the door is open, that is a 3. He again counters back with 2 more hooks, 1 to the body and 1 to the head as we go to the 42nd mark, as Louis now has control. 5 and a 6. This time it'll be toe-to-toe from the outside. Louis leading off. Joe Louis. 36 from the outside for Lewis will be 3 more punches landed, and there will be a cut check for Sam Langford after his roll. 16, and that is a 7 on the die. I need to replace that die. 16 from the outside for Sam Langford. 4 more punches landed by Langford, but now the cut check for Langford, who cuts it a 7, and he does not cut. As we go to the last 20 seconds here in round number 3. 5 and a 6. Again, it's going to be toe to toe. It will be from the outside as Joe Lewis leads off from the outside. He throws a 59 from the outside. That will be a miss. It will be Langford closing out this round. If he could have landed, that would have been a chance for a chin check, but he throws a 96 from the outside. 96 from the outside will be a punch landed, but there will be a foul check for Sam Langford, and there's no foul. And there will be very little chances for fouls in this bout because I have Dick Young as our ref, who is lax on fouls, so it's a -2 on fouls. So that's a 1 for fouls for Lewis, and it knocks Langford down to a 4. So Lewis will not be fouling at all. But in that round, Joe Lewis landed 10 punches to Langford's 11, so 1 punch differential. So this has been a tight fight so far. In the first round, we did see Joe Lewis busier with the punch differential, but in this last 2 rounds, it is tightened up, and it is anybody's fight as we let the judges tally their scores with a 1 punch differential. Judge Louis Moret. All right. Richard Green. Okay. And Larry Rosadilla. Thank you, and you have a good evening as well. And Larry Rosadilla. Okay. The round has been tallied. And away we go to round number 4 in this 10-round bout in our tournament. Joe Lewis, Sam Langford, round number 4. The bell rings. Here they go, 4 and 1. That will see Sam Langford on the offensive from the inside as he fires away from the inside. 54 from the inside. And that will be 2 punches landed. Defensive check. And it is a 7. He takes both punches. Is Langford in control here in the round? 5 and a 6. It'll be again on the inside, toe to toe. Sam Langford leading off. 0-3 from the inside. That is 5 punches landed by Langford. Joe Lewis looking to answer back. He throws a 48 from the inside. It will be 2 punches of his own as we go to the 220 mark with Sam Langford in control here in the round. 4 and 1. Again, Sam Langford on the offensive from the inside, keeping control. 98 from the inside. That would have been a chin check if he could have landed. But no, he does land 1, but it is a foul check. and he does not foul. That one punch gets through low as we go to the 2-minute mark here in the fourth round, 4-4. You will see Joe Louis on the offensive from the inside, taking the opportunity, and he goes big, 0-4 from the inside. That's 5 punches landed by Joe Louis. Defensive check, 18. They get by as he takes all 4 punches. As we go to the minute 40 mark here in round number 4, 4-3. Sees Langford on the offensive from the inside. 33 from the inside. Sam Langford firing away. 3 punches landed, and there will be a defensive check. And it is a 14. He takes all those punches as we go to the minute 20 mark here in the round. 3-6. Now we'll see again Sam Langford from the inside as he is taking advantage this round. He's going to the body heavily in this round as he throws a 27 from the inside. That will be 3 more punches landed, and there will be a cut check. First defensive check. He does take back one of those punches. Now the cut check. And he does not cut as we go to the minute mark. A round being dominated so far by Langford as Louis looks to get busy here in the last minute of the round. 6-5. It's going to be a toe-to-toe from the inside. Langford leading off as he has been busy this round. And hello, Al, Red Sox fan. Thanks for joining. 59. From the inside, he misses just barely, just outside of his range. Louis looks to answer back. 43 from the inside for Louis. That is 3 punches landed by Joe Louis as he takes back momentum going into the last 40 seconds here in the round. Round number 4, 3-2. Now we'll see Sam Langford back on the offensive and on the inside. 81 from the inside. He misses. Counter opportunity. And he indeed counters back with 2 hooks, one to the body, one to the head. As he's getting back into this round as we go to the last 20 seconds here in round number 4, 3-1. We'll see Sam Langford on the offensive from the inside to close out this round to convince the judges. 57. And he does land 2 punches. And because he has the body snatcher trait, those punches cannot be blocked. So he lands those final 2 punches to end out the round and to finish strong, to maybe sway the judges for that round as he landed 3 more punches, 12 punches for Louis to 15 for Langford. This has been a tight bout the whole way. Round 1 was really the only round that was decisive, and that was for Louis, who outboxed by 8 to 9 punches in that first round. But the others have been 3 or less. So here we go. How did these judges see this round? As there was only a 3-punch differential. Judge Louis Moret tallies his score. Judge Richard Green. And Larry Rosadilla. All right, interesting scoring. Both these fighters want to start to try to distance themselves from the other, but it's not happening. We have, going into the fifth round, we have Lewis stamina at 40, while Langford's is at 31. So it's going to rear its ugly head here in a couple rounds when we see both fighters get fatigued. But as we start round number 5, they come out, and here we go. Round number 5. 3 and 3. We'll see Langford on the offensive from the inside. Throwing an 18 from the inside. That is 4 punches landed. There will be a cut check, but first the defensive check. And 2, he does indeed take back one of those punches as he's defending well, but cut check, and he does not cut. 240, round number 5. 6 and a 4. Toe-to-toe from the inside. Langford leading off, trying to throw heavy. That's 18 from the inside. That's 4 more punches landed. Lewis taking those punches and firing back. He throws an 83 from the inside. That is a clinch. So much for those punches. As we go to the 2-minute mark here in the round. 3 and a 4. And that'll be a toe-to-toe from the outside. Langford starting out. 59 from the outside. He misses. That's just outside his range. Well, actually, well beyond it. He's only 43. Joe Louis answering back. 25 from the outside for Joe Louis. 3 punches landed by Louis as he takes back momentum. Minute 40 here in round number 5. 4 and 4. We'll see Joe Louis on the offensive from the inside, where he likes to punch. 36 from the inside, banging away. 36 from the inside. He throws a jab and then a cross to the face of Sam Langford. 3 punches landed. Defensive check for Langford. He takes all 3 as Joe Louis is looking to convince the judges in this round. Minute 20 mark, 2 and a 3. And that's 3 stars for Louis on the inside. He will go on the offensive. 0-4 from the inside, and he scores big. Those are 5 big punches. It's a blistering 2-handed assault as he lands 5 punches to see if there can be any of them defended. And he does not, as he lands hard to the body and the head of Sam Langford as we go into the minute 20 mark here in the round. 5 and a 2. Again, Joe Louis on the offensive from the outside. 64 from the outside. Will be a miss. Counter opportunity for Sam Langford. Will he counter back? He indeed does. He lands 2 hooks, one to the body and one to the head of Joe Louis as he takes back momentum as we go into the last minute here in round number 5. 1 and a 5. It will see a toe-to-toe from the inside with Langford leading off from the inside. That's an 86 from the inside for Langford. That is a clinch. No punches landed in that segment. As we go to the last 40 seconds of the round, 6 and a 2. It will see Joe Louis going from the inside, looking to do damage to close out this round. And he indeed does. That's an 0-6 from the inside. That's 4 punches landed. And there will be a cut check for Langford as he looks to defend. He does not. Now the cut check. It is an 8, and he cuts at 7. He barely misses being cut. So far, no one cut. No one has went down. Both fighters fighting tough. This will see Joe Louis closing out this round, going on the offensive from the inside. That's a 440 from the inside. That is 3 punches landed. And there will be a chin check for Sam Langford as he looks to defend. He does not chin check. His chin knockdown is a 2, and he takes those punches as the bell rings. A much busier round for Joe Louis as he won that round handily with 18 punches landed to 5. Very busy round for Joe Louis that round as he was the aggressor, out punching by 13 in that round, which takes Langford down to 13 in his stamina. And that will be an easy round for the judges to score. Looking at the way they score, this is simple scoring. That was a round that went easily to Louis as we get set to go into round 6. Both corners coaching their fighters. Louis's corner telling him stay busy, remain busy, and Langford's telling him to get inside, bang away on the body of Joe Louis to get him to drop those hands where they can chop off the head. And here we go, round number 6. As it gets underway, the bell rings, 6 and a 3. That'll be a toe-to-toe from the inside with Joe Louis leading off from the inside. 80 from the inside for Joe Louis. That is a miss. And can Langford take advantage of that miss? It's a 40 for him from the inside, and he does indeed land 3 punches as he follows a 1-2 with an uppercut to the jaw of Joe Louis as we go to the 240 mark, as the momentum is taken back by Sam Langford, 5 and a 1. Then again, we'll see it toe-to-toe from the inside. Langford leading off from the inside. It's a 25 from the inside. That is, again, a 1-2 with the uppercut as he's found a rhythm getting to Joe Louis. That's a 76 for Louis from the inside. He misses 220 mark as Langford is taking control so far here in round number 6. 3 and a 5. That will see Langford again going on the offensive from the inside. 61 from the inside. He misses, counter opportunity. And it is a 6 on the counter. That will be 2 crosses, 1 to the body and 1 to the face. I guess crosses both go to the face. So he fires away on the face of Sam Langford as we go into the 2-minute mark here and the round. 5 and a 3. We'll see a toe-to-toe from the inside. This time Louis leading off from the inside. That's a 70 from the inside. That is a miss. Langford looks to answer back. 65. He misses as well as we go to the minute 40 mark here in round number 6. 2 and 2. That will see Joe Louis on the offensive. That is his 3-star ring general trait. He throws a 92, and that is a clinch. No punches landed. If he could have got off a punch there would have been a chin check, but Langford ties him up. 6 and a 1. And again, will be a toe-to-toe from the inside. Joe Louis leading off from the inside. 33 from the inside, and this time there will be a chin check. 33 from the inside. He peppers a jab, and then he gets a cross through that rocks Sam Langford. As Langford, in the exchange, looks to answer back, and he indeed does, as he scores a 10 from the inside. That's 4 punches of his own, but there will be a chin check for Langford. Chin knockdown of a 2. And he takes those punches and keeps moving forward as we go to the minute mark here in round number 6. 6 and a 4. We'll see Joe Louis on the offensive from the inside, looking to score big here in the last of the round, but that's a 95. He indeed does lead a punch, but it could be a foul. And because of Dick Young being lax, it's a -2 on the foul, so there's only a foul of 1 on Lewis, so unlikely that he fouls, and he does not as we go to the 42nd mark here in round number 6. 2 and a 1. Again, Joe Louis on the offensive from the outside this time as he looks to throw the jab, but he's not good from there. 84. That is a clinch as we go to the last 20 seconds here in the round. Excuse me, that was a miss. Counter opportunity. And he does indeed counter with 2 punches. And the last 20 seconds. 1 and a 3. See a toe-to-toe from the inside. Langford going first. From the inside, Langford. 41 from the inside, and that is a 7 on that die. 41 on the inside. 3 more punches landed for Langford. Louis looking to answer back as he's losing this round. 73. 73 from the inside. And he misses as the bell sounds. A big round for Sam Langford as he makes his comeback in that round to sway the judges from that poor showing in round number 5 as he lands 15 punches, landing 9 more than Louis in that round. 9-punch differential. Now, Judge Louis Moret, how will he score that? Yep. Richard Green. Yep. And Larry Rosadilla. Larry Godzilla. All right. All right. The judges have their scores in. Not a tough one to score. This bout is anybody's right now. My goodness. Who knows? As we go into round number 7, it is a toss-up between these fighters. I've got it dead even after 6. So it's going to be these last 4 rounds that are going to tell the tale. Will they get busy? Stamina, 20 for Louis, 7 for Langford. So more than likely going into round number 8, Langford is going to be fatigued. So how will that affect this fight? As the bell sounds, they meet in center ring. Joe Louis on the offensive from the inside. It's a 38 from the inside for Louis. That is 3 punches landed. Defensive check. And he takes all 3 as we go to the 240 mark. Again, Louis on the inside, rolling that 2. And it's an 0-2 from he lands big. He goes hard to the body, 2 to the body, another to the head, and then to the body again, and then back to the head, landing 5 punches. And there will be a chin check for Sam Langford. First, the defensive check, and he takes all. Now, chin check. His chin check is a 2, and he takes those punches and keeps moving forward as we go to the 220 mark here in round number 7. 3 and a 2. This time, it will be Langford on the offensive from the outside as he looks to answer back and to get into this round. He throws a 21 from the outside, which will be 3 punches landed. Defensive check is a 5, and that will add two more as Lewis defends poorly in that exchange as we go to the 2-minute mark here in the round. 2 and 2. That will see Joe Lewis again on the offensive from the inside, where he likes to be, head on his opponent's shoulder, banging away. But that is a 98 from the inside. That again will be one punch landed, but there will be a foul check. And the only way it'll be a foul if he rolls a 1, and it was not a foul. He got away that low blow. Dick Young being true to not calling it as he gets away with the shot to the old family jewels, as we're at the minute 40 mark, 3 and a 5. That will see Sam Langford on the offensive from the inside. Langford firing away, 16 from the inside is 4 punches landed. There will be a cut check, but first a defensive check, and he will take back one of those punches. Now the cut check, and he does not cut as we go to the minute 20 mark here in round number 7. This one is going either way. Again, Joe Lewis looking to bang away at the body and go to the head as he's in it, throwing from the inside. 33 from the inside. That is 3 punches landed. Defensive check. Can he block any of those? He takes all 3 as we go to the minute mark. Here, Joe Lewis looking to distance himself in this round to secure the judges' scores, but it is anybody's fight right now as we go toe-to-toe from the outside with Joe Lewis leading off from the outside. That's an 85 from the outside. That is a miss. Now, Sam Langford, what will you do? He answers back from an 89, and he misses as we go to the 42nd mark here in round number 7. Still up for grabs. Who is going to finally distance himself and snatch away this victory? But it's going to be a toe-to-toe from the inside. Well, actually, it's going to be Sam Langford on the offensive from the inside. And that's an 0-1 from the inside. He fires big. That's 5 punches landed for Langford. Defensive check. And he takes all 5. Joe Lewis took a couple shots to the body and a couple crosses to the head as we go to the last 20 seconds of this round. And it, again, anybody's round as Joe Lewis goes on the offensive from the inside to close out this round. And he does indeed. 33 from the inside. That will be 3 more punches landed for Joe Lewis. Defensive check. And it is a 5 on the defense. And that adds 1 more as Langford allows another one to get through, a hook to the body as the bell rings. And that will end round number 7. Another closely contested round with 16 punches landed by Joe Lewis to the 13 of Langford. But Langford now will enter round number 8 fatigued. And it looks like we will have 1 round where Joe Lewis is going to have a little more juice than Langford, as we have a 3-punch differential. Louis Moret will score. He gives his score. Richard Green gives his score. And Larry Rosadilla. All right. Another very tight round. How will these judges decide this bout as we go into round number 8? Away we go. Langford gets a sucking wind. He's tired. His mouthpiece almost hanging out of his mouth as he comes to the center of the ring. And we hear the bell sound. 4 and a 2. That will be a toe-to-toe from the inside with Joe Louis leading off from the inside. 16 from the inside with his opponent fatigued. He goes up to a 10 in his power, so that will be a chin check. 16 from the inside. That's 4 punches landed. Sam Langford looks to answer back. That's a 60 from the inside. He just misses. Now the chin check. His chin rating now is a 4, knocked down. Anything 4 or under, and he goes down. And it is a 10, and he keeps moving forward as we go to the 240 mark here in round number 8. It's a 1 and a 6. Again, toe-to-toe this time from the outside as Joe Louis looks to continue to bang away. That's a 92 from the outside. That will be a clinch. There will be no punches thrown this segment as we go to the 220 mark. 6 and a 1. Again, toe-to-toe from the inside. Louis leading off from the inside. That is the wrong die. That's an 06 from the inside. That will be 4 punches landed. There will be a chin check for Sam Langford as he looks to answer back. That's a 92 from the inside as he clinches. So no punches landed in that segment as we go to the 2-minute mark here in round number 8. 5 and a 1. Again, toe-to-toe from the outside. Joe Louis leading off from the outside. So 42 from the outside. That will be 2 punches landed by Louis. Now, what will Langford do to answer back? 05 from the outside. That's a 4 punches landed by Langford, and there will be a cut check for Joe Louis. He cuts it a 5, and he does not. Minute 40 mark as we continue on in this round. 6 and a 5. And we'll see a toe-to-toe from the inside. Again, Joe Louis leading off from the inside. 85 from the inside. That will be a clinch as we go to the minute 20 mark. Both fighters getting tired. 6 and a 5. Again, toe-to-toe from the inside. Joe Louis. 64 from the inside. He misses. Langford answering back. 66 from the inside. He misses. Both fighters getting sloppy as they're getting tired here in the latter rounds. 6 and a 3. This again will be a toe-to-toe from the inside. Looks like they're leaning on each other and trying to throw the dirty boxing techniques. 55 from the inside. That will be 2 punches landed by Joe Louis, but this time there will be a chin check as one of those hooks went to the body and the other went to the head and got through to Langford as he looks. And it will be a dual chin check as that is in his power rating, even in fatigue. So it's a 16 from the inside. No, we were throwing on the outside that time, right? Yeah, 4 punches landed. And first chin check for Sam Langford. And he takes those punches. Now chin check, Joe Louis. And he takes the punch as well, but he is stunned. He is hurt as we go to the 42nd segment. Langford will go unopposed as he will be firing away from the inside unopposed. And it's an 18 from the inside. That'll be 4 punches landed. as we go to the 22nd mark here in the round. Langford is taking it to Joe Louis, keeping it close. Inside, toe-to-toe, 89 from the inside for Langford. That will be a clinch to end the round. And that will end the round. A round, it looks like, went to Langford as this fight is getting closer and closer. And as we go into rounds 9 and 10, it will be both fighters fatigued. For in that round, it was 10 punches landed by Louis to 12 by Langford. I saw that round going to Langford, but with a 2-punch differential, who knows what the judges thought. All right, Judge Louis Moret. All right. Judge Richard Green. Okay. And Larry Rosadilla. All right. Two more rounds to decide who moves forward in the winner's bracket and who drops down into the loser's bracket, the win or go home bracket. All right. Judges' scores are in as we go into the 9th round of this 10-round bout. Both fighters fatigued. We'll be reading from their fatigue columns. As the bell sounds, they both tiredly head out to do battle. 1 and a 3. Be a toe-to-toe from the inside as Langford still has control. Toe-to-toe from the inside. It's a 65 from the inside. If he would have landed, it would have been a chin check, but he misses. So Joe Louis looks to take advantage. That's an 06 from the inside. That's 4 punches landed, and there will be a cut check for Sam Langford. Cut check. And it's just outside of his cut range as we go to the 240 mark here in round number 9. 6 and a 1. Again, toe-to-toe from the inside. This time, Louis leading off. 64 from the inside. He misses. Langford answering back. 61. He misses. As we go to the 220 mark, both fighters fatigued, having trouble landing punches. As we see Sam Langford go on the offensive from the inside. He throws a 78 from the inside. That will be a miss. Counter opportunity for Joe Louis as he throws an 8. He misses the counter just by 1. Miss landing that haymaker. So we'll see a toe-to-toe from the inside. Langford leading off from the inside. 50 from the inside. That will be 2 punches landed by Langford. How will Louis answer back? It's 80 from the inside. He misses. If he would have landed that punch, there would have been a chin check. He's swinging hard and swinging heavy, wanting to end this, take it out of the judge's hands. It'll be a toe-to-toe from the outside. Langford leading off from the outside, 54 from the outside. If he would have landed that, there would have been a chin check. He's swinging hard, but Louis is defending well. As we go to Louis, he throws a 15 from the outside. That is 4 punches landed, and there will be a chin check for Sam Langford as he is fatigued. His chin is now a 4. And it is a 7. He is hurt. He is hurt as we go into the next segment. Louis will be unopposed. And he will be throwing from the outside. He would have rather been inside, but he will throw these punches And he does not take advantage of the opportunity as he misses as we go to the minute 20 mark here in the round number 9. And we will go again toe-to-toe from the inside. Joe Louis leading off from the inside. That's a 36 from the inside. That's 3 more punches landed for Louis. Langford answering back, 83 from the inside. That is a clinch. Take back those punches. And we go to the minute mark here in the round number 9. Round being won so far by Joe Louis, 4 and a 6. We'll see Sam Langford on the offensive from the inside, looking to sway the judges, but he cannot. He throws an 80 from the inside. That's a miss. Counter opportunity for Louis, and he does not. As both fighters are getting bone weary, tired the last 40 seconds here in round number 9. See Sam Langford on the offensive from the inside as he's getting a little bit busier. 43 from the inside. His 2 punches landed. Defensive check. And he will take back one of those punches as we go to the 22nd mark here in round number 9. Last opportunity to get something done in this round. 4 and 3. We'll see Sam Langford on the offensive from the inside. Here we go. He throws a 19, and that is a 7. 19 from the inside. 4 punches landed. Defensive check. And he takes off 4 as the bell rings. Whew, another exciting round. Neither fighter distancing themselves from the other. It was a 9-punch to 7-punch difference. 2 punches as we go here to round number 10. It's still up for grabs. Who's going to win this fight? It is scary. Here we go. Round number 10 coming up. But how will the judges score this round? All right, 2-punch differential. Judge Louis Moret. All right. Judge Richard Green. All right. And Judge Rosa Dilla. All right. That round is scored. And boy, this one is tight. Who knows? Who knows is going to win? I think it's, at this point, I think it's Joe Louis's to lose. I think he has outpunched. Right now, he does have a 11-punch differential over 10 rounds. Is not much, but that's how tight this is. As we go to round number 10, both fighters fatigued, tired. Corners telling them to suck it up. Hey, suck it up, Buttercup, and get out there and let's throw punches. As we go into the last 3 minutes of this fight. Anybody's fight. Here we go. Both fighters fatigued. 1 and a 2. Now we'll see Joe Louis on the offensive from the outside. 93 from the outside will be a clinch as we go to the 240 mark. And then we'll see Joe Louis going from the inside this time. That's a 27 from the inside. 27 from the inside. And because his fight The fighter is fatigued. This is within his power range, 27 from the inside. That will be 3 punches landed. Defensive check. He does not. And here we go, chin check. Sam Langford. Here we go. His chin is a 4. He takes those punches. We go to the 220 mark. He takes a hard cross to the jaw, keeps moving forward, 6 and a 4. We'll see Joe Louis again on the offensive from the inside, wanting to be busy, take it out of the judge's hands. That's an 0-4 from the inside. That will be 5 punches landed. And I believe now, because they're fatigued, that will be 1 less punch, if I remember correctly. It will be 7 punches landed. Defensive check. And he takes off 4 of those. And here we go. 2-minute mark here in the round. 1 and a 3. Again, there'll be a toe-to-toe from the outside. Joe Louis leading off from the outside. It's an 84 from the outside. That is a miss. If he would have landed, that would have been a chin check, but he missed. Langford, 67. He misses. So we go to the minute 40 mark. Who will take this fight? Boxcars, toe-to-toe from the inside. Louis leading off. 76 from the inside. He misses. Langford answering back. 86 from the inside. That will be a clinch as we go to the minute 20 mark. Both fighters so tired, they're doing more hugging than punching in this round. Boxcars again, toe-to-toe from the inside. Louis still leading off as Langford is yet to land a punch in this round. That will be a 27 from the inside. That will be 3 punches landed, and there will be a cut check for Langford as he answers back. 93 from the inside. That will be a clinch. Take back those 3 punches. As we go to the minute mark here in the round. Last minute of the round as Joe Louis goes on the offensive from the outside. So far, he has made this his round. That will be a 96. And that will be a punch landed, but it will be a foul check on that punch. And he does not foul. Again, Dick Young just does not call fouls as we go to the last 40 seconds. All Joe Louis in this round. It will be a toe-to-toe from the outside. Louis going first. That will be a 59 from the outside. He misses. Langford to answer back. 31 from the outside. He does indeed land 3 punches as we go to the last 20 seconds in this bout, in this fight. Last 30 seconds. Who can take advantage? Who can sway the judges? 6 and a 5. Again, it will be a toe-to-toe from the inside. This time, Langford will lead off from the inside to close out this fight. 95 from the inside. That will be 1 punch landed by him, but there will be a foul check to close this out. And Louis answering back. 46 from the inside. Be 2 punches landed and a foul check, which I doubt he'll foul. He does not. And the bell rings. And that is the fight, folks. That will be a 10 round, 10 punch to 4 punch, 6 punch differential here in the last round. And I think that will do it. What do you say, Al? Who won this fight? So you said, way to go, Joe. I think this will be Joe Louis's fight. I got him winning the last couple rounds to take a unanimous decision, but it was a tight fight all the way through. Great fight. Langford, a great fighter. Very tough, very competitive. When you look at their cards, They're almost identical. Few minor differences. I think the biggest difference is the ring star general for Lewis. As I tally these last scores, 4-punch differential. First judge, Louis Moret, Richard Green, and Larry Rosadilla. Rosadilla. How did he score that? That's interesting. Judges are tallying their scores. Al, I think you're probably right. But the scores are in, and let's see who our winners. Ladies and gentlemen, after this 10-round bout, fought hard and heavy by both fighters, Joe Louis, Sam Langford, giving it their all, leaving it on the mat. Our judges have their scores. Judge Louis Moret scores at 97-95. Judge Richard Green scores at 96-94. And Judge Larry Rosadilla scores at 97-93. For your winner, the Brown Bomber, Joe Louis. And that's will send him forward in the winner's bracket as Sam Langford drops down into the loser goes home bracket. Very exciting, very tough bout. I'm surprised with Larry Rosadilla scoring. He scored it heavily for Louis, but that's part of his trait that he scores with the one who lands more punches. I thought it was a little tighter. He gave Louis all but 3 rounds, while the others scored it a little more fairly. So that is it. And I hope you will continue to join us as we continue to move in this tournament. We were into the second round of the tournament with our next bout being, let me look at this here, our next bout being third-seeded Jack Dempsey and 14th-seeded Gene Tunney. So that should be a great bout as well. Al, thanks for joining in. You take care as well. Have a great day, great night. Well, folks, that will do it for us here at SDG Replays. I hope you will, again, return when our next bout will be with Jack Dempsey and Gene Tunney. Have a great evening, and